Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please know that if I make it big, you'll be on the cover. Come join me on this journey and build this audience Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Subscribe. Please let this live stream with everyone you know. Please like and subscribe. Please share this live stream with everyone you know. Please like and subscribe. Please share this live stream with everyone you know. Please like and subscribe. Please share this live stream with everyone you know. With everyone you know. I grew up the son of an Amway man. I've seen it all before, but now I know what I must do so I can have some fun. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. TUNESday.
Hello. Happy Tuesday, all. You're right. In all the things I was trying to get set up today, I forgot to change the date. So I added Bandcamp, because Bandcamp now has a live stream function. Wow. I didn't even sing in that song, and yet I'm hacking. Hello, and apparently spontaneous COVID. How is everybody doing out there? I can't change it at this point. We're just going to have to deal with being in a time back machine here. It says it's the 1st. It is the 8th. So it goes. Even I make mistakes beyond playing. So how is everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday to everyone out there. Happy Tuesday, TUNESday for that matter. Yeah, I spent a decent amount of time trying to figure out this new Bandcamp live stream platform. And I don't think I synced up the chat officially properly yet, but it's running, so that counts for something. Got to put yourself out there in as many different venues as you can, right? So, well, we're trying that out. We're trying out a couple different things. Oops, I just lost my live stream there. Let's see. Am I in here? Yeah, join the live stream. I mean, it's pretty interesting. It's kind of intuitive, right? So, for those of you who want to check out what that looks like over there, you can go to damnfinecoffee.com or damnfinecoffee.bandcamp.com. And we kept the banner up for one more week here. We might change it out shortly. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well out there tonight. It is a little weird to try and handle a chat on the screen and on the phone and also look at song lists and try to figure out stuff like that. But it is what it is. We're going to play some music for you tonight. We do have a new cover tune challenge for you later on with a band you probably absolutely do not know, but that's okay. If you have any requests that you would like to hear of my tunes, please send them my way, and I'm happy to oblige. In the meantime, this is a song entitled Uncle Joe. much, Miss Tanya Oliver. But if you have any other songs you'd like to request, or if you just want to sit back and every time I play a song, you can say you were just about to request that, that is also good for me. And hopefully it's good for you. Glad to hear that you are COVID negative. I sent out for my tests many weeks ago, but pretty much the second or third day that the United States Postal Service was open for business. I have not received mine yet. So have you received your free tests from the U.S. government quite yet? Please let me know. I used to actually, before I actually spent the last part of the last week and a half just kind of cleaning my house and organizing after this long, unending holiday season, I pretty much was treating those as gold bricks, basically. So anything that was costing money, basically everything in my mind was associated with, well, how many tests does that cost? So if I want to buy a $30 meal, that's 3 tests, So that's just kind of where I'm at in my world, in my head at this point. I got to remember to keep checking in on this Bandcamp chat in case anybody is actually in there. If you are, please make your voice be known, and I will try to respond to you as well. I'm hoping that in the future I can get others, tied in. Oh, this is so weird to look at myself on a screen in delay time. It's very odd. Very, very odd. But it is what it is. All right. So far it's quiet in there, so I'm not going to bother too much with the chat room in there, but I'll check every so often just in case somebody's in there and wants to make their voice be known or send a request. So, in the meantime, if you do, again, any other requests you have, please send them my way. I received my tests from Uncle Joe Biden. I love it. I love it. Maybe that's what the song will end up being about, is Uncle Joe Biden instead. So, yeah. Oh, what's the mask mandate in Virginia at this point? So, Monique, you are 3 times the fan of anyone else out there. So thank you very much. Keep those multiple windows open. You can simulcast me. Are they all actually synced up, or do they have different delays with one another? I'm kind of curious on this one. Eventually, I'd love to have like 17 different screens in front of me where I could just watch myself. And actually, that would be really, really bad. I'm already critical of myself enough as it is. All right, let's pick out a tune. Let's play something. Let's move forward. Well, since you are a friendly face in multiple locations, I think maybe we'll play a friendly face. Always one of my favorites to play. And more than likely is going to be the title of the next Damn Fine Coffee album that comes out. The plan is this year, in 2022, we will not only have a new Land of Chocolate album, we'll have a new Damn Fine Coffee album. We'll have an album that will either be a Jonn Buzby album or some other nomenclature I haven't come up with yet, or maybe even just Land of Chocolate Redux. I don't know. And then I'm also going to be releasing tracks at a time of cover tune challenges and other stuff. So the goal here is to be omnipresent and hope maybe somehow more people will start tuning in and recognizing that I put a lot of work into this stuff. In the meantime, though, I'm so glad to see my regulars in here. You guys rock. And this song is for you. It's called A Friendly Face. I've been stuck inside this house for several days. Want to wreck these walls in such destructive ways. But then where to go in such a glorious haze? Maybe better that I stay. Looking for a better place. Searching for a friendly
just surprised to find a glance my way. It's a lonely road that we must go. Can we find the path? Can we find our way home? It's a lonely road that we must go. Can we find the path? Can we find our way? It's a lonely road. It's a lonely road to pace. Can we find our looking for a better place, searching for a friendly face, looking for a better place, searching for a friendly face.
One of these days, I will learn not to look at the chat while playing. But at least I've improved to the point that when I do screw up, it's because I am multitasking far too much. Most of the time anymore, I'm starting to get these tunes down a little bit better, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. So I hope some of these tunes that you don't know from albums, I'm hoping that by this point in time, after about a year and a half of streaming, that some of these tunes are becoming familiar to you, so that when these albums do come out, you'll be able to hear the full versions and compare and contrast accordingly, but that you'll be excited to hear what the full band versions of these tunes sound like. So that, again, is A Friendly Face. I am running dry today for some reason. I also, to be fair and to be honest, you can probably hear it right now in my voice, and you heard me coughing earlier. Because I've been cleaning up so much around this place, and to be honest with you, my home has never really quite become a home yet. It's really a warehouse of sorts during the holiday season, and unfortunately dust collects a little too much. So that when I'm kicking things around and cleaning up, and I'm making substantial progress, this is good. The downside is the allergies kick into high gear as well. So dust mites, baby. Hopefully no mold. Dust mites, animal dander, and pollen, and I have a cat. So, yeah, cleaning, having a cat, and singing, not the perfect triumvirate, not the triple crown, if you will. So, I did play the Olympic theme, or parts of it, to open up along with my little add-ons, to make it a little more interesting to myself. I really don't watch the Olympics these days. I got to be honest with you. Who does watch the Olympics? I know I was much more a fan of the Summer Olympics back in the day, but for some reason it just kind of skips me right by and I don't really pay that much attention. But I'm curious, if you do watch the Olympics, what are your favorite events? What do you geek out on? Tell me. I'm very curious. We'll get to another track here in a second. Let's see. I think I'm going to play a revamped Land of Chocolate tune I haven't played in a while. What the heck is it called again? It's called Killing with Kindness. And if any of you know the album track itself, it starts off with a really aggressive guitar and bass riff. Just like, just very interesting. But it doesn't carry over very well to piano, as just evidence there. Winter figure skating, summer gymnastics. Okay. I always was a big fan of all the decathlon events. I'm not going to lie, those were a lot of fun. Javelin throw. I always found the hammer interesting. But of course, I think part of the reason I really dug the Summer Olympics was because I really, really, really loved the video game track and field when I was a kid. So when I was out the shore in Avalon or Ocean City, there was a great little place that had track and field and punch out side by side. And rather than enjoy the beautiful days outside, I'd be sitting there, or standing there, if you will, and playing the video games and throwing quarters in and one after the other and smashing two buttons. And I gotta say, I kind of miss the days of video games that are just like 2 or 3 buttons. Like, keep it simple, people. Now it's too complex. Like, if I try to pick up a video game and play it, I am overwhelmed by the sheer amount of things I need to remember or figure out or combine together in order to make the cool moves. So I just end up not playing. But I know my 18 Twitch followers are just like aghast right now hearing this. But all right, let's move on. Let's play a tune. This is called Killing with Kindness. And soon enough, we'll get to the cover tune challenge. Any other requests that people have, please send them my way. I'm more than happy to oblige. And I think I remember this one. We'll find out. With your jaded smile, passing judgment with each and every mile. Seems to me you're never happy unless you're making everybody miserable. But nothing seems to change me, no matter what I do. Nothing that you say registers at all. You fight me and delight me, reject me. No, I don't wanna know why you need to be so extreme. Everything that you do doesn't fool anyone. You storm out in a violent rage, taking great care to toss up out those brains. Seems to me you never
temporary. I'll just keep on playing the clown. Apply my makeup liberally. And your anger soon will drown from the weight of all the love I give.
Good to see y'all still in the chat room working with one another, catching up with one another. This is part of why I do this. I mean, I like to play the music, and it's a good way for me to stay active and busy and play the music. However, I also would like to cultivate a thing here where people actually hang out, chat, talk, have a good time, you know? This is your show, not just mine. And if it were just my show, none of you would be here. So by being a part of this, thank you. And you're making this into something that hopefully is fun for you and is fun for me as well. I'm going to play a brand new tune. I don't think this is on the next Damn Fine Coffee. It might be 2 more down the road. But we're going to give it a shot here. It is called The Domino. And again, if you have other things you want to hear tonight, please send them my way. After The Domino, we'll launch into the Cover Tune Challenge. And yeah, let's have some fun, people. Bring up any subjects you want to ask me about. I've got a lot of news with the new Land of Chocolate album. We are 1 track away from being complete. And so, sooner rather than later, you'll be getting more sneak previews of all the material. It's only 20 years overdue, so hey, whatever. To grow. What might never came. Every time the domino falls outside the line, every time the domino falls, it helps to look inside. Swallow up our pride. It never really goes. The way that we were planned. Life has a funny way of kicking up the sand. Domino falls outside the
Peace out, 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 peace out. I think we're tired of your face. Peace out, peace out, peace out. Spinning our lives to pay. Peace out, peace out, peace out. It's time we set some pace. Peace out, and leave behind the race. Until we find this cross. Peace out, peace out. I really hate to see you go with all the hatred that you've sown. We start the door on our way out. We really hate to see you go. In 2020 you should know that we all be broken. Peace out, 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 peace out. You know we will not shed a peace out, peace out, peace out. When you just up and disappear. Peace out, peace out, peace out. So many souls to pay. Peace out, so please just go away. Peace out, and take your COVID out of peace out, peace out. We really hate to see you go with all the anger that you sow. So please lock the door on the way out. We really hate to see you go. 2020, well, I should show. We all be broken. I think we're all tired of feeling like the world is on fire. I think we're all tired of feeling like the world is on fire. I think we're all tired of feeling like the world is on fire. I think we're all tired of feeling like the world is on fire. I think we're all tired of feeling like the world is on fire. I think we're all tired of feeling like the world is on fire. I think we're all tired of feeling like the world is on fire. I think we're all tired of feeling like the world is on fire. We really hate to see you go with all the sadness that you've sown. So please lock the door on the way out. We really hate to see you go. 2020, you were a shit show. But we all be broken. Yeah, yeah. Lock the door on the way out. Yeah, yeah. Lock the door on the way out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lock the door on the way out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lock the door on the way out. So please lock the door on the way out. 2020 should know that we won't be broken. No, we won't be broken. No, we won't be broken.
Sorry to see you go, Kevin. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate your time and your energy. And I do need to hit you up shortly, for I am about to take your advice and grab myself a little mixing board. Try and see if I can't run these vocals back to stereo instead of where it is currently. So we'll see. I said I was going to do the cover tune challenge after that last tune, but it felt right to pop straight into Lock the Door. But we will do it now. I do not expect anyone to get this one. It is a not very well-known band, and it's actually kind of an offshoot of a not very well-known band. So talk about a double duty of things, right? So, whoops. Let's see. Okay. I mean, we're still running on this Bandcamp thing. It's kind of strange. I'm not sure who's watching or who's not. And maybe we'll be doing Bandcamp streams separately. I'm not sure. If I can't get the chat to tie in with these other chat options, it kind of seems like a fool's errand, but we'll see. But anyway, this is a band that, well, this is an offshoot of a band. The band will be coming back to the area shortly, and I've got tickets to go see them. What is the date? I'm going to try and find that. If you want to cheat, you can look up the date at Cat's Cradle. Let us see. What is on my schedule? Oh, they're not coming till June. June 21st at the Cat's Cradle. But I already have my tickets because they were a band that was around in the 90s. No longer was a band for a while. And then the main songwriter, singer, guitarist spun off and did a few other things, including Dukes of Stratosphere is a great guest. Brew, it's great to see you in here. I did do, what did I do? Thanks for Christmas, I think. And, yeah, which was done by Three Wise Men. Dukes of Stratosphere, for those who are not in the know, is XTC. And they decided it would be fun to release an album under a completely different name and try to sound like an old 60s or 70s band in the process. But that's a great guess. This is more of a rock band. It's a three-piece band. And they were around in the 90s. They are back today. They put out 3 more albums since reuniting. And I'll put it this way. If you believe in the Chinese zodiac, you might be able to figure out the name of this band. So we're going to play this. And more importantly, this is like more of a public service that I think it's a great song. I think it's a great band. I think that their music should be heard more. And so this is my way of introducing you to them. So if nobody's going to win an album today, you can at least hear the songwriting that I believe is fantastic.
Tiny lights dance inside his eye, dance to the care of snowflake flies. They talk all day and whisper all night. Is that any way to live? Tiny voices inside your mind, they sing with the wine of Christmas time. An empty letter he could have left. Is that any way to die? Say goodbye. Accept this fate without any anger. Say goodnight. Turn out the light and close your door on the way out. Say goodbye. Accept this fate without any anger. Say goodnight. Turn out the light and close the door on the way out. Tiny lights dance inside his eye. They dance with the care of snowflake flies. They talk all day and whisper all night. Is that any way to live or die? Say goodbye. Accept this fate without any anger. Say goodnight. Turn out the light and close the door. Say goodnight. Accept this fate without any anger. Say goodnight. Turn out the light and close the door on the way out.
All right. So the original band, and again, I recommend you check them out. A bunch of 90s albums. The original band that is still together now is called Failure. And at some point I may do a track by them as well. But this was a song from in essence, a solo album by Ken Andrews, who is the primary songwriter of that band. And the band's name is Year of the Rabbit. Highly recommend the album. Start to finish is just absolutely fantastic. And that song, by virtue of the multiple times I sang that chorus, is called Say Goodbye. So no winners this week on a free digital download, but I will try and pick out something a little more in the zeitgeist for next week. Or I'll just replay something I've done before because I can. Thanks, Brew. I appreciate that. It's easier to, when you're doing a cover tune challenge, what I've learned is if you can find a tune that has a basic chord progression and is in 4/4, you perform it better. So, but I do like the little variations that are in there. I think, I don't know how well people were paying attention to it, but you got that original verse progression where it's going. But then they come back and do this really nice dissonant thing. So that is what gets me. I love the dissonance. It's just my thing. So anyway, maybe we should pick out a tune with some more dissonance in it. What do you say? Huh? Maybe? Again, if you have requests, send them my way. It is almost 10 o'clock already. That's great. Because I came in without much of a preparation other than doing this opener and doing this cover tune challenge and figuring out how to set up Bandcamp streaming. So, if you've checked out the Bandcamp thing, I think I saw you say, Monique, that is running behind comparatively to Facebook and YouTube, which is unfortunate because that means even if I do sync up the chat, it's probably a no-go because they'll be even further behind in the chat room. So maybe I'll have to just every once in a while do a Bandcamp performance separately, and we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, let's pick out a tune. What was I thinking about doing? Ooh. Hey, let's try this. All right, so this one is about as new as a tune is for me at this point. I think I wrote it a couple months ago, and it's funny, the reason I found this, the genesis of tunes is always interesting to me, because sometimes they come from the smallest little details or the smallest little throwaways, and basically, I had my buddy Jamie over here about a year or so ago, and he brought his clarinet, and we were screwing around, and we were drinking some whiskey, and we decided we were going to do our own little live stream of a song that we wrote together. And I played a little bit of that song last week for you, but as I was going back to relearn that tune at one point in time, and he was kind of messing with his reed or something like that, something wasn't quite right, and he needed some time. I started screwing around with this little thing, just doing like a little G, C, and 7/8 motif. But it struck me, I'm like, hey, I wonder if I could write something off of that. And about 45 minutes later, this song came about. It is called Listen Up. Let's stand tall. Let's stand tall. Make a change to the way we view the world. Let's stand tall. Let's stand tall. Make a change to the way we view the world. Let's stand tall. Let's stand tall. Hey, thank you so much. What is that name in there? Guts, no left hand. I have no left hand either, and I do think it's pretty gutsy to go on here and just live stream to the world. Not that I feel like I have much other choice. You got to get this stuff heard somehow. But thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you enjoy it. Damn Good Joe. Does anybody know where the brand name Damn Fine Coffee came from? Let me hear if you do. If you know, I may send you one of the finished Land of Chocolate albums that will be on the new album. So please. In fact, I'm going to play you the song that I will give you if you can guess where Damn Fine Coffee stems from. So here we go. I think it's going to be under this. We'll find out.
We're dissolving and evolving what to do. No dissolving, this revolving door that's I see that down inside us. No hope for serve me up a plate of lies. Paint me a postcard, a feast for the eyes. Never been so alone, farther away than when we were on the phone. I could not go on this way. Make up or break up, it's all the same. Closer than we've been before, but somehow this high flow has fractured our core. So show me the way to make it through the day. I have to say, tomorrow's far away. The longer I stay, the greater my anger takes the place of pain. Still have trouble looking back. Rearview mirrors developed a crack. Wish that I could let things go and pick up the lesson I'm supposed to know. So show me the way to make it through the day. I have to say, tomorrow's far away. The longer I stay, the greater my anger takes the place of pain. I spun it all around. I tried to find a reason for you running far away. But all that I have found is that you're just afraid to say goodbye to yesterday. One thing I know is life is a constant change. One way to grow is let go, show me the
Well, I'm all out of water up here. And I'm all out of breath, I think, maybe. So, I think we're going to finish it out tonight. I thank you all for tuning in. Thank you again, Brew Barton, for buying me a beer for the second time. If you also would like to buy me a beer, you can do so. You can also Venmo or PayPal me if you are enjoying what you hear. Think of it as a live gig every time I do this. You know, and I'm passing around the bucket, yo. And you can throw some ducats in that bucket if you so choose. Also, if you would rather actually come away with more music, you can just go to damnfinecoffee.com or landofchocolateband.com. And there's even a free solo album that I did as a high schooler that I put out there for free at jonnbuzby.bandcamp.com. So you've got all types of music you can go back and listen to. If you dig it, send a link to a friend. If you dig the live stream, forward the link. You know, anything you can do to help this get out there, I greatly appreciate. There's going to be definitely some work I have to do in terms of finding and hiring a social media manager and whatnot, and making this, if I'm going to make music my business, I got to treat it like one. I can't just be having fun all the time. But anyway, if there are requests while I'm playing this other tune, I might stick around a little longer. Otherwise, I think it's final call. I'm telling you something's wrong with this. 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 We cannot be saved. I'm telling you something's wrong with this. We cannot be saved. We will not be saved. I know. Oh, well, shopping day. Up against your throat. There's water in your boat. What more can you do? Go hang yourself and live to pay you broke. I've given you a penny if I no mistake. There'll be no comeback today. Put up barricades to block your only road. Self-fulfilling old. What more can you do? Go hang yourself and live to play your role. I've given you a penny if I no mistakes. There'll be no comeback today. Final call! Final call! I'm telling you something's wrong with this, and we cannot be saved. I'm telling you something's wrong with this. Look back on those days. You overplayed your role. The lines are on your stove. What more can you feel? You hung yourself and lived to stay your robe. I've given you plenty final mistakes. There'll be no comeback today. Final call! Final call! You're burning my life, I stepped on the cutting floor. Just wasted footage you got seen so often before. All flat on your face, just looking for that little Again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Please stay safe out there. Weird world. We're not through it yet. As always, be good to others, be good to yourself, and don't be surprised what comes back to you. Love you all, and I'll see you next week. Thank you and good night.